Hey, shalom, shalom. Want to say all praises be to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, Elders of Great Millstone, who rule well. Shalom to the sincere brethren, Akim out there across the four winds, the four corners of the globe, pushing the good news, the truth of Yahweh Shai, proclaiming salvation to the elect of Israel, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and proclaiming the downfall of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man and his wicked empire. So this video is going to be entitled, The American Public is Plain Stupid. The American public is plain stupid because you are a large majority of you simple Americans. You made a whole row and a whole hoopla, a whole extravaganza over Donald Trump getting elected, thinking that he's the savior for the United States of America. You understand? Of which, just in the few months or few weeks he's been in power, shows you that Mr. Bombastic, he's a loose cannon. And he's just going to further lead America down the drain. And you have, that's another video you have to do. YouTube is basically chronicling the downfall of America. You go on YouTube, you see what talks of recession, tariffs, turmoil, global turmoil, you understand, economic hardships. So Donald Trump is not making America great again. You understand? You listen to these different shows and programs and videos. Shit is topsy-turvy. You understand? One jig I was watching, brothers probably watch Earn Your Leisure. It's an investing show. He was like, one dude hit him up talking about, yo, what's going on with the economy? And he said, he replied, your boy is fucking it up. So Donald Trump is fucking up the economy, which is a beautiful thing. And he's fucking up America on the global stage. He's trying to withdraw from NATO. So is all of this stuff making America great again? No. It's isolating America for a great fall. It's isolating America to be hated of all nations, even the men of her confederacy, like Obadiah, the first chapter, goes into. So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 19, verse 1, the burden of Egypt, which Egypt is in modern day America. Look at the back of your dollar bill. The Lord rideth upon a swift cloud and shall come into Egypt. The swift cloud is the chariot, which Yahweh Shai is going to come back and in the chariots with the tens of thousands of angels to lay siege and lay waste to America, and shall come into Egypt, and the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence. So this place is full of idolatry. The different landmarks in Washington, D.C., every city in America, New York, L.A., all these different cities is what? Full of idolatry. And this country is full of idolatry and idolaters. And we know what's the punishment for idolatry and idolaters is death. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. So America is on circling the drain. You understand? And these same Jakes, it was like, yo, man. It's like, yo, America is in the fourth quarter. These are Jakes in the world, man. And they're telling you, man, these are investing Jakes. They're like, yo, America is in the fourth quarter. America is basically saying America is circling the drain. You understand? They're basically establishing themselves outside of America. But guess what? That ain't going to save you either if you're not right. If you're not right with your how about shipping out shy, you're gonna be put down, man, if you're an Israelite. You understand? Whether you be here on the shores of America or anywhere across the globe. You understand? But yeah, even they seeing that, yo, America, and they blaming Trump, man. Everybody's blaming Trump. Everybody's blaming Trump. But you dumb Americans, you simple-minded, stupid Americans, you really believe Donald Trump was going to make America great again. No politician is going to make America great again. You understand? First of all, politicians only look out for the rich. All my life I knew this. Nepotism and money talks. Bullshit walks. But you dumb, simple America. Look what's going on with the so-called Epstein list. That's another thing. They're supposed to be release it, but come to find out, they're not releasing it. It's all BS. But Trump was supposed to be the saving grace and are releasing the Epstein list. No, because that nigga is on the Epstein list. He was cool with Epstein going way back. You understand? So this is the book of Isaiah chapter 19 verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So the Egyptians is divided. Because a lot of people that voted for Trump too turning against him. Because they were deceived. You understand? They was deceived by their own vain thoughts and vain opinions. But you see, the elect, the hopeful elect, we're not deceived. We understood what it was. The brothers and sisters in the truth, you have no need, like the book of 1 Thessalonians say. You have no need. That you should already know what it is. We already know what it is. Trump is not going to make America great again. The only thing Trump is going to do is look out for the elites and set up the elites to move forward with their new world order agenda. You understand? And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. So America is divided more than ever. Democrats, Republicans, blacks versus whites, rich versus poor, so on and so forth. And they shall fight everyone against his brother, which just goes into Matthew the 24th chapter, nation against nation. These different racial, ethnic groups, political groups, class groups, they're poised for civil unrest, especially when shit gets icky and sticky, when all hell break loose, when there's famine, when there's hyperinflation. All these are conditions right for the American public to devour one another based upon their different affiliations and groupings. And I would say Trump is Mr. Bombastic, so he's going to only inflame it. He's going to inflame the MAGA people. He's going to inflame the so-called white supremacists, basically to run down against the tribes, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You understand? As what? There's so many shit with Trump, man. There's so many shit with this madman Trump. That's why the Lord put him back up in there to stir things up. Another big thing is ICE with the deportations, demonizing the so-called Hispanics and even some of you Negroes, which are you Haitians, and some of you West Indians, Jamaicans, Guyanese, so on and so forth. Basically, putting you out there as illegal immigrants and that you're the problem with America and you need to be deported. You see? And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor. But we happy, man, this happened because a lot of you tribes, you worship the so-called white man. You believe in this so-called white man. You believe in the Democrats and you believe in the Republicans. But guess what? Both of them are wings on the same bird. You understand? So it didn't even really matter if Kamala got up in there, but the most I wanted Trump to get up in there, because Kamala was just going to work toward the new world order too in another angle. And they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. So this place is going to be, the citizens of America are going to be warring against each other because of the drastic conditions. And then at the same time, you have kingdom against kingdom, America versus Russia, China, and even America, which we see now, against her allies, man, NATO. You understand? We see what's going on with the tariff wars, this is a form of the precursor of the hot wars, because we see the tariff wars where basically America waging economic war against Canada, Mexico, China, some of her allies. So that's to show you. And what did China say in response? They're ready to come up against America in any type of warfare. But this simple-minded, stupid Americans voted for Trump, saying, he's going to stop all wars. He's going to save America from World War III. You dumb American. You Americans are so stupid, man. Believing in politics and politicians. And you Negroes, especially you Negroes, for you to fall for this shit, man. You understand? Because you have simple-minded Negroes that supporting Trump. But it don't matter if you supported Kamala, same thing. You don't belong voting no way, no how. Because you belongs knowing that, politics and politicians here in America are for Edomites, rich Edomites, the elites of Esau, Edom. They don't give two shits about Jake in the South Bronx, Jakes in Brooklyn, Jakes in Southside Chicago. They don't give a shit about you, man. First of all, a lot of them know that you're their enemy, man. See, that's the problem with you, Jakes. These Edomites, especially these elite Edomites, they know. Like, can't have Jake rising up. You want to keep the so-called black man down. They know that, man. They're not going to come out and say it publicly, but they know that. And their policies and their ways of doing things show that. Isaiah chapter 19, verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, because America is falling. The economically, militarily, so on and so forth, is falling and is divided. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And we see the counsel thereof of Egypt failing, because the Democrats and Republicans are more and more against each other. You understand? Stirring up the American public to be more and more against each other. We see at the State of the Union, the one J Congressman, Al Green, I think is his name, he was standing up and cursing Trump out, and he had to be kicked out. But I should show you, this place is divided, and the council thereof is tumultuous. The council here in America is tumultuous, which is beautiful, because we have the Egyptians against the Egyptians. We have the elites. You know what I mean? The elites doing their thing, but even within the elites, there's different factions, and they also vying for power. You understand? Which ultimately is all going to lead towards the New World Order one way or another. You understand? The New World Order, the bringing in of Revelation 13:16, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID chip, which Elon Musk, Trump's right-hand man, is a top proponent, a top man in that in the mark of the beast system, RFID chip, Neuralink system. So, hey, everything is setting up for the end-time prophecies to fulfill, the mark of the beast and the RFID chip. You understand? Whether you want to believe it, understand it or not. Romans 3:3. So what if some did not believe? Which you're going to be forced to believe it, whether in due time. All you people are going to be forced to believe it and understand it. But for the majority of you, well, for Israelites, for 2/3 of you, it's going to be too late. And for the heathen, you are heathen, so you're going to be asked out. The best you could do is try to flee America, you heathens. But that's only going to get you first fruits of slavery, but at least you won't taste the second death here in America. And I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols and to the charmers and to them that have familiar spirits and to the wizards. So a lot of things going on behind closed doors, high-level witchcraft, like Ephesians 6 tell you, especially amongst the elites trying to bring in and perfect their New World Order agenda. And the Egyptians will give over into the hand of a cruel lord. And Donald Trump is a cruel lord. He's a bombastic, cruel lord. A wild card. You understand? And you Egyptians are you Americans. Jake Americans and Edomite and heathen Americans. We see what he's doing to Jake. You American Jakes. You so-called Jakes here in America. Putting ice on you. Demonizing you. You understand? And the same with you Edom. See, every American here is feeling it. Economically, immigration-wise, financially, home mortgages up, so on and so forth. Interest rates, inflation, so on and so forth. So the cruel nature, the bombastic nature of Donald Trump, the cruel lord, is affecting all the Egyptians, all of you Americans. And a fierce king shall rule over them, said the Lord of hosts. Come. And Donald Trump might very well be that guy to usher in the New World Order, but ultimately the last president of America. And he's been saying that. The last king, the last president of America. Lord's willing. Lord's willing. But you stupid Americans believe electing him was going to be your saving grace. That was going to fix everything. That was going to fix everything. But hey, the Lord had you and put you in a trick bag. Which is a beautiful thing, because we was telling you, man. We was telling you. But hey, you ignored us. Which by now, you people should already know, man. What has our politician done for the average Joe? Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 9, verse 8. Let me start verse 7. Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand. They made all the earth drunk in council. Babylon, America, the superpower, is that top nation, man, where every people from around the world seek to, from since the last 50, 60 years. I made all the earth drunken, meaning that what? Pushing all the philosophies that are here in America across the globe. Feminism, homosexuality, everything, man. Plantation, Christianity, so on and so forth across the globe in all these different nations. That's why a lot of these nations have been heavily affected by westernization. And a lot of these nations, they look like America. Their cities look like American cities. The nation of drunken over wine, therefore the nations are mad. Come. So a lot of these nations overall realize they've been fucked over the decades. You understand? Because America used them, extorted their natural resources, used them as our third world countries to enrich themselves. So guess what? A lot of these nations realize that some nations going decades back. That's why these nations been building up themselves. China, Russia, Iran, India, Pakistan. They have built up themselves into our global superpowers to come up against America in these last days and times. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. Through what? That thermonuclear destruction of the World War III. That these nations are gonna rage against America because they know I have found out that they have been screwed over, man, for decades on in. And they're not happy about it. That's why China made the quote, "We're ready for any warfare with America." Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so, she may be healed. But if she's going to be healed, no. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. You simple-minded Americans thought Donald Trump is going to heal Babylon. No. Donald Trump is just going to exacerbate that wound, man. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go everyone into his own country, which a lot of these heathens, and even some Jakes going to flee America, man. But the hopefully elect, we're not fleeing America. We're going to stay here and see the fall of our enemy and wait for our deliverance through Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Let us go everyone into his own country, for her judgment reaches down to heaven and lifted up even to the skies. And that's one thing the Jakes and Earn Your Leisure was saying. It was like, yo, you better have an escape plan out of America. They don't know about the scriptures per se, this precept per se, but even they were saying it, which is in line with the precept, which is in line with the scripture right here. Every man flee into their own country. You understand? Because hey, if you're not in the truth, if you're not an Israelite, if you're not in the truth, if you're not serving the Lord, hey, you should flee. You should flee, because it ain't nothing but judgment upon judgments that's coming here under Mr. Bombastic Donald J. Trump. You understand? Scripture say, I will laugh at your calamity, I will laugh when your fair coming. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say, come and see. And behold, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. Going into what? The harsh times that's coming, the harsh economic times, famine that's coming upon America, upon the earth, especially here in America. Famine, hyperinflation, and the 6th verse is going to get into that. And I heard, verse 6, and I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. See, thou hurt not the oil and the wine. A penny represents what? A day's wage. So it goes into hyperinflation, which also deals with famine, because there's going to be a lack of access to food. You understand? And it's going to take a day's wage just to buy some bread, some barley, some bread or whatever you need. It's going to be a day's wage, which who can afford that? Hyperinflated bread, $100 for bread, $200 for bread. A day's wage for our bread and a cup of water or something like that. You understand? That's gonna what? That's gonna turn people. That's gonna turn people one against another, because there's gonna be great famine and hyperinflation coming here upon the shores of America, which we've seen the precursors to it with this whole tariff situation, the whole economic situation. It's easy to see shit getting out of control, especially because the family more than likely is going to be artificial, meaning to say that there's going to be a lack of access to these things. It's not that the food is not going to be there. There's going to be a lack of access to the food, food. So guess what? Everything is going to be hyperinflated, and like I said, you're going to take a day's wage just to get a simple meal. I haven't watched the movie, but it showed you that in the movie Civil War. for a sandwich, man. It was a crazy amount of money. And that's what's coming to the shores of America. And it happened before, and it's going to happen again in the same fashion. And there ain't nothing Donald Trump is going to do to save you. And I could see him saying, oh well, it is what it is. You could see Trump saying, man, it is what it is. Or blaming it up on the Democrats. Some madness, man. And you people is gonna eat it all up. Cause you simple. But you deserve what you get. You deserve the cruel Lord that the Most High set over you, man. Well, you set him over yourself. You chose him. You chose DJ Trump. And DJ Trump is just is another tool, you know what I mean, that the Lord is going to use, and not the king of Babylon, and the Lord is going to use Abaratazar to be the downfall of this place. You understand? And it's beautiful because you chose him, man. You understand? And that's kind of how the Lord deals. You chose him. You chose this, man. You chose this. So reap the benefits. You reap what you sow. You understand? So we just enjoying the downfall of America. You understand? Doing what we got to do. The hopeful elect patiently waiting on the return of Yahweh Shai and the fall of our enemies. So with that, hope you brothers and sisters were edified. I want to say our praises be to Abanawa Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the elect.